Welcome back to yet another episode of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Darkness. And yeah, like I said last time, we are definitely not just ending off at the end of the main story. Now, it's time for the post game. So, let's just get right into it. And oh boy, it has been quite a while since we've seen this front menu here, huh? In fact, I'm pretty sure the only time we showed this menu was in the very first episode. And there's a whole lot of options unlocked now, but that can be for some other time when we worry about those. Anyway, let's get back into the story. Fucked up, man. Save the entire world and, get deleted from existence for a few months and then just get stuck right back in the wage cage. That's just fucking cruel, man. Graduation. Oh boy. That's right, it's time for us to finally graduate from the guild. Yeah, Chad, put that fucker Corphish in his place. You're right. We did save the world. Yeah, nobody's surprised Eldred failed because he's a jobber. All jokes aside, though, I have alluded several times throughout the playthrough to two very difficult boss fights in this game. Or I should say two particularly difficult compared to the other boss fights. And, I'm going to stop beating around the bush because we're finally here. In my opinion, at the end of this dungeon, coming ahead, Mystifying Forest is probably the hardest boss fight in the game. And I was worried we weren't going to have enough equipment, but I took a quick peek off camera, and we should still actually have... I'm surprised that we still have quite a bit of supplies after beating Primal Dialga at the end of the game. I mean, if I remember right, we only even needed to use like 1 or 2 Reviver Seeds in that end part of the game, so we still have quite a few on us. I don't remember what we have in storage. It's been a bit since I recorded. But I think we should have enough supplies to be alright throughout the dungeon, but we're probably probably going to want to get lucky, Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, the Grandmaster of all things bad. We're gonna see who that is soon, perchance. Of course, if you've played this game before, you should already know. Yeah, in my opinion, this is going to be the most difficult boss fight. And this is also, I'd say entering the post-game definitely represents a jump in difficulty as well, which I suppose is to be expected. On average, all of the post-game dungeons are just way more difficult than the main game dungeons, and enemy levels are going to start getting much, much higher. As we can see, yeah, we still have plenty of Oran Berries and Heal Seeds, and a pretty good amount of Reviver Seeds as well, and some Orbs, so that is comforting. I suppose we can just take a quick peek at missions, although, unless there's something with a really good reward, I'm not going to bother adding it to the list. And yeah, well, there's nothing special here. So, let's just go get geared up and get ready to head out to Mystifying Forest. Or not, actually. We're getting a cutscene. Bit suspicious. Perchance. Per Chapin chance, you know what I mean? Nah, I need to shut the fuck up. Okay, well, anyway, now let's actually start going to get ready for the forest. Alright, time to head out for Mystifying Forest, and like I said earlier, this definitely represents a difficulty jump. I have no idea why there's a Kangaskhan rock over there, by the way. I do not remember there being an exterior to this place, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, this is a difficulty jump. We're gonna start seeing a lot more of the nastier and more debilitating traps. And as well, the enemies are obviously going to be getting a lot stronger, and the dungeons are just going to be longer on average. It's going to be more interesting items as well that we haven't seen before, like the Doom Seed. We do not want to worry about those. Well, I should say we do want to worry about those, because if you eat a Doom Seed, then, well, you just get your level dropped by 1. Which is more of a pain in the ass than anything, because while your level does get dropped, you actually get set to only needing 1 EXP to level up, but you will still, like, lose a lot of EXP and time on the next level, if that makes sense. Anyway, yeah, the power level of enemies in this dungeon is very all over the place for some reason. There are a lot of enemies that are, like, very low tier and kind of just go down really quickly, but then there will be enemies with a bunch of HP, which take a whole lot of beatings to actually bring down. As you can see, we're even seeing evolutions of starter Pokemon start to appear here, and I will say the mid-stage starter evolutions are probably going to be the scariest enemy we find in here, because they are pretty high level. In fact, they're nearly, like, level 45 or 50, so quite a bit above us. They have a lot of HP and good stats because they're high level. And as well, they have, like, they have Overgrow, I believe is called, for starters, like the Blaze variant, where when you're at low HP, your Grass-type moves get a damage boost. And if we can't kill them quickly enough, then, God, I can't even think straight. If we get into a fight against one of those starters, and they get pushed into Overgrow range without dying, and they fight back, well, then we might not die in a single hit, but we'll get brought pretty damn close. They can hit very hard. I mean, if you remember last time, you saw what we did to Primal Dialga with a Blaze-boosted Ember. And then, basically, we're gonna be on the receiving end of that. As you can see, yeah, enemies like Turtwig here are very low level. They're only about level 5, and so they just go down with a single A-button attack. Maybe 2. Then other enemies are far bulkier and take way more punishment before going down. The 2 traps in the same room, crazy. We thankfully avoided activating that Seal Trap, although Seal Trap's not that big of a deal. Mud Trap is kind of a pain in the ass, because that trap actually gives you a -3 to a stat, which is a pretty debilitating debuff. Anyway, I said that on average the dungeons here are going to be getting longer, and that is true, but this first one is not so bad. This place should only be like 13 or 14 floors, I believe. The main thing to worry about here is mostly just going to be the boss fight at the end, I think. And a few problem enemies. I don't know if we will be unlucky enough to encounter them. Inventory's already full. Man, we did pack the inventory pretty heavily. So, we don't need this many Orden Berries. We'll bring the Illuminous Orb to the next floor, and then use it to just quickly see the layout. Yeah, I'm quite worried about the boss fight. Like I said, it is probably the hardest fight in the game, if you ask me. Harder than the actual final boss of even the post-game, which is odd, but I would definitely say it's harder than Primal Dialga as well, which, again, very strange that, you know, the next boss fight after the final boss at the end of the story is, in my opinion, a lot harder. We are making really good progress through this dungeon already, though. Holy crap. I'm also surprised that a room like this that has a TM and a gummy in it is not a monster house. That's actually pretty impressive. It's not a good TM, though. Ah, yeah, Skuntank. I guess now's finally our chance to fight against him. As you can see, now that we're in the post-game, aside from just starters, we're actually going to be fighting a lot of, like, story NPCs and, like, town NPCs as enemies as well. Oh my god. Another Chico? That's crazy. Now, Chicory is not going to be a big deal. All of the first stage starter evils are not very threatening. But, I definitely want another Fossil Orb. I might as well just use the Heal Seed on... You know what, now we'll swap for another Oranberry. The stairs are right there. Although that toxic damage is really chipping away at her very fast. Groudle and Skuntank, those are two of the scarier enemies. Groudle in particular is pretty tanky. Although, you know, we have Ember, so it probably won't be that bad to deal with. Hopefully. I can't get over how... Oh my god, that damage. I can't get over how weirdly... Oh no. Oh my god! Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about. These new enemies can really mess you up. I just got fucking deleted by Poison Jab. That was a really unlucky miss, followed by a really unlucky crit. Speaking of really unlucky, what kind of room is this that has a single gummy in it and it's a monster house? Jesus. I spoke too soon about making good progress here, my god. Let's use Full Fear, first of all. Fucking fart cloud spewing orb. Ah, the stairs are in a really bad spot. I guess we can try to make our way over there quickly. Skuntank is an annoying enemy because of that. It has Aftermath, which means it can explode and damage the other enemies. Okay. Hopefully, there will be no more traps as we walk to the stairs. Okay, we got lucky. Yeah, I'm not fighting all those enemies. A lot of those were lower tier enemies, so maybe we could have gotten away with it, but... Nah, let's just run to the stairs and move on. Oh yeah, as you can see, we can deal 99 damage in a single Ember and still not take down Bayleaf. That's rough. Why we just gotta put her down with the second one. Wait, not much more of the dungeon left. Rattata and Spearow fucking route 1 enemies in this dungeon, my lord. There's Bulbasaur, who is also very strangely colored in this game. Do you see? No, okay. Pretty much just another free floor. Should be the end coming up here. Might as well just eat this real quick. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't have to go through... I shouldn't call it too soon, but I will anyway. I'm glad we didn't have to go through very many resources on our way to the boss, because... Again, the boss is the reason why I packed so hard, and... This, you know, several times now I've been like, oh, this upcoming part of the game is going to be real hard, so I over-prepared. Like with Ant Plains, and I just destroy that boss in like 2 seconds, so I'm like, okay, never mind. But I don't think we're going to be that lucky this time. I think this boss fight is probably actually going to be a fight, and one where we're going to need a little bit of luck. Because of a, look, we'll see when we get there. Oh, no, not you again. Oh, God. How is Nidoran so strong? How does it hurt so bad? That's crazy. There's another Grottle as well. My lord, look at how tanky it is. Oh my god. Yep, that's what I was talking about. You really gotta worry about the Overgrow enemies. That's not good. I brought more Reviver Seeds than I figured we'd need, and we're down 2 of them before we even get to the boss. That's definitely not good. Oh, there goes some of our food as well. Well, we didn't end up needing it anyway, so it's okay. Another Grottle, that's not good. Chuck rocks at it and pray to God that we can take it down. You know what? No, I'm scared. I'm gonna use Mirror Move. And just torch it with Ember again. Okay. Okay, we are good. Well, now we're, you know, out of the pan and into the fire, basically. That run of the dungeon was going so well up until the end, unfortunately. I did not want to lose 2 Reviver Seeds to fucking Nidoran of all Pokemon. Well, I guess we lost the second one to Grottle, but still. Grown-ass man talking about playing, by the way. It's been embarrassing. Oh boy, Luminous Spring. Well, don't mind if we do. Never mind, we got bruised. Fucking trap, man. This is what we get for not hitting A to reveal the trap ahead of time. Not that it was very hidden, but... Holy shit. The World of Darkness. And we're the Explorers of Darkness. Oh my god. Oh shit, that's right. Yeah. This fight here is going to be such a pain in my ass unless we get really lucky. I'm very glad, by the way, that during this scene, even after you can see it's just the guild members, I like that they still don't have their names and they're just called Minion and Grandmaster. You know what? I can't hate on Bidoof. We've all been new to the job before. We've all been there. Not the fucking, like, Dusknoir cutscene music. My god, it is not that serious. No, again, it actually is that serious. We're getting our asses kicked. You already said that. This fight right here. This fight is an absolute pain in the ass. And it's for 3 reasons, I suppose. Well, it's for a few reasons. First of all, as you can see, we only have line of sight with one enemy, and that's Chimecho. And Chimecho is not that threatening here, if I remember. But first of all, Wigglytuff here has like 700 HP, I think. 700 or 750. He has as much HP as fucking Primal Dialga. So, yeah, that's right. We beat the final boss, and then the very next boss fight in the next dungeon is a fucking Monster House boss fight. And one of them is basically just Primal Dialga Light. 2, Dugtrio and Diglett. Oh my god, these fuckers are gonna make this an absolute nightmare. And it's because, basically, I want to say all the Pokemon here are level 35, except for Wigglytuff, who's level 50. Which is insane. And I want to say, for Diglett and Dugtrio, just for all of them, I assume, they can have any of their level up moves in their moveset right now, so their movesets are random. And Diglett and Dugtrio can have Earth Power, which is one of the most horrifying room-wide moves in the game. And if we get hit by one too many Earth Powers, we are just going to die, like, no question. This is why I wanted more Reviver Seeds. If we get unlucky, it is very realistic that we will just get Earth Powered like 3 or 4 times and just fucking die. I don't remember any of the other opponents in this fight other than maybe Chatot being an issue. But this is really going to be bad. If Diglett and Dugtrio have Earth Power, this is actually going to be really, really bad. I'm kind of scared. And of course, this is a boss fight, so I am going to assume orbs are not going to work here. So what's the play? I think it's between either popping a Violent Seed turn 1 or using Mirror Move turn 1. The problem here, if Croagunk could be annoying, I suppose we have line of sight with Croagunk. He could be annoying because Chico is weak to poison, so if Croagunk has Poison Jab or something, he can just punch her and just kill her. If we're lucky, here's what we're going to do. Just turn off your non-grass moves, and hopefully, if we're lucky, Dugtrio can walk closer in range of Chico. He will then use Energy Ball or Razor Leaf and just take him out. She can do the same with Corphish as well. I think I'm strong enough with Focus Energy and Scratch to quickly take out Diglett, I think. Sunflower could also be an issue here because it can have Grass Whistle. And getting put to sleep here is just like, you know, the Reviver Seed tax. We're just going to die. So, here's what we're going to do. I think I'm going to turn 1, pop a Violent Seed, and hope we get lucky. Okay. That's a pretty good turn 1. I don't like that Dugtrio is behind Corphish, but now I'm gonna use Mirror Move and hope everybody just gangs up on me. Okay, Croagunk's down, so that's good. Okay. Yup, that sucks. Diglett has Earth Power. At least I can reflect it with Mirror Move, so that is absolutely good. So we're gonna want to immediately get rid of Diglett. He's the biggest threat here. Okay. Hopefully Chico will be smart and will attack Dugtrio, but, no, she's kind of getting ganged up on over there. I'll just let them keep beating up on me. Chico's probably gonna go down pretty quickly here, unfortunately. Wave, huh? Okay. Next biggest threat here. I don't really know, to be honest. Well, we have Focus Energy up, so let's just get rid of Sunflora. Oh, yeah. I don't know why the hell Chico is walking over here instead of attacking, but... there she goes once. I'm getting put pretty low myself here. Chico really needs to get it in gear and start attacking. Let's get rid of Chatot. Oh my god, yes, that Focus Energy helps so much. Oh yeah, you can see the enemies actually have IQ skills now. Oh shit, Wigglytuff has Sing. That's not good. Sing goes through Mirror Move. That is really not good. Most of them are down. Oh wait, Mirror Move's not up anymore. Uh-oh. We gotta wake up really quickly, and Chico has got to focus on taking out Dugtrio immediately. What are you doing, girl? Oh, I forgot she had Bodyguard. Okay, oh my god. Put up another Mirror Move. Yes, thank you, Chico. Jesus Christ. Okay, she's down. She's paralyzed, whatever. We don't have any ways to disable Wigglytuff, unfortunately, so let's just... Oh, this is gonna... Here's where the damage comes, right? Focus Energy with Scratch. That's a lot of damage. And he's double slapping himself. Oh my god. The damage. Jesus. Okay, now let's use Ember and hope. No, I'll put up another rear move. Okay, now let's Ember and see the damage. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Okay. That was pretty close, I feel like. We only had to go through one Reviver Seed, but if we got unlucky, like, there were a few points in that fight where if we got unlucky, that could have gotten really bad really quickly. Holy shit. That was awesome. That was the most fun I've ever had in that boss fight. I am so glad I decided to get Mirror Move earlier in the game. Holy shit, that was hilarious. Oh my god. That's genuinely got a bump. Like, that's got a bump Torchic higher up on the starter tier list, right? Is Mirror Move, because holy crap, that is insane. I mean, the plan was to just get rid of Mirror Move and replace it with Flamethrower as soon as possible, but fuck, that's tough. Mirror Move is actually invaluable. I might want to keep that now. It's tough to say, but maybe we can get rid of, maybe we can get rid of Focus Energy. I think, I don't know, Focus Energy is also really good, and we're gonna really want all that extra damage. I will say, though, as well, we're probably gonna want to, once we get Flamethrower, we're probably gonna want to ditch the Power Band on Moth as well, because Ember and Flamethrower are, well, obviously, both special moves. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do, is we're finally gonna say goodbye to Focus Energy, I think. It's between getting rid of Focus Energy, or replacing Scratch with Flamethrower and then putting Focus Energy on Ember. Because the problem with that is going to be we're just going to have less PP to work with overall, which kind of sucks. I value having a lot of PP when I play this game, especially for some of these longer, later dungeons. Although I don't know, we'll figure it out. We'll learn Flamethrower pretty shortly here, so we'll worry about it then. Yeah, the Dimensional Scream. Funny thing, I want to say this is probably the last moment in the entire game the Dimensional Scream ever gets met. Oh, I forgot it actually works here. I want to say it's the last time in the game that the Dimensional Scream actually gets used. I think. I honestly don't remember this scene. It's been so long since I've played to this point in the game. Oh, see you, Wigglytuff. Oh, baby. A perfect apple. Wow, it looks, you know, exactly the same as all the other apples, but whatever. Oh, shit. The spring is reawakened. Wow. That's just how godlike we are, is we can just bring life back to Luminous Spring right on cue. And, of course, that's right, now that we're in the post-game, we have access to Evolution. With an asterisk. We didn't really need the flashback for this thing to happen like 20-something minutes ago, but whatever. Holy shit. You racist, Chico. Saying all those Ursaring look the same, that's so fucking racist. Oh boy, we finally get to evolve, haha. It's over. It's fucking over. Fucking Reddit pseudoscience, a distortion in the fabric of space. Yeah, you're so full of shit. Cucked. Evolution cucked. It's fucking over. Anyway, that sucked, but anyway, we did it. We graduated. Holy shit. I gotta say, I do love this entire extremely clowny fucking like Looney Tunes sequence with everything with the Grandmaster. It is really funny. And also, time to hit the low-hanging fruit again. Wigglytuff Guild is a shithole work environment because you lose most of your money and taxes, and your bosses are assholes. And if you try to leave, they literally just gang up on you and beat the ever-loving shit out of you into submission. Like, holy crap, man. There are clearly no unions in this world, because this would not fly. Anyway. Wow. Nope. Fuck you, we still gotta pay taxes. Unfortunate. Nobody's thinking about you, Loudred. Well, I guess from this point on, all of the guild members who have already been irrelevant for most of the game at this point are now, like, actually truly irrelevant for the entire rest of the post-game story. The best reward for graduating is right here. Our final bag space enlargement. We finally have a full 6 pages of inventory space. Thank God. I also forgot you get a bunch of money as well. Nice. Sooner or later, we will be able to very cheesily just get a whole bunch of money, so it's not a big deal. Anyway, yeah, graduating does not really mean anything, except we get fucking kicked out. So yeah, our reward for graduating and beating the crap out of everyone is some money and becoming homeless. But that's fine, because now we finally live in Sharpedo Bluff. And it's been a little bit since we've seen inside of here, and, well, now we're going to be seeing here every single day. This is our new safe spot. Pretty sick. I hope you get used to this song, because it's already infected my brain. Because now this is what we're going to be hearing every single day when we wake up. But yeah, well, that was it for today's episode. That was the first, probably like the first major hurdle of the post-game passed, and there's going to be plenty more challenges from here on, so I will see you on the next episode of Explorers of Darkness. See you then.